think she would be a great president?
Oh, yes. No, you can trust her, number one. She's smart.
Oprah is a human being. She bleeds, she breathes, and one day she'll expire. And if you feel like there's something you need to say to anyone, I feel like you should say it. Fronted Oprah. Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do. And stop hiding. People are beginning to see you for who you are.
Oprah, what does having this legacy mean to you?
Oh, Sherry, that's such a beautiful question. The word legacy...
Oprah Winfrey, an American talk show host, television producer, actress, author, and philanthropist, has been a prominent figure in the entertainment industry for decades. While she is widely known for her successful television show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, some people also recognize her as one of the most charitable celebrities in the world. In fact, her boyfriend of close to 40 years, Stedman Graham, once spoke about how good of a person Winfrey is.
Oh, that she's not going to run, you know, but you think she would be a great president?
Oh, yes. No, you can trust her, number one. She's smart.
Yep.
She has a photographic memory. She works very, very hard.
However, even with all the praise, Oprah's career in television has not been without controversy and gossip. One infamous incident that went viral involved Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's interview on The Oprah Winfrey Show.
I know there's a new rumor that's recently surfaced, has really upset you, right? You know, the one about eating.
The clip caused a stir due to Oprah's insensitive line of questioning regarding the twins' weight. During the interview, rumors were circulating that the then 17-year-old Mary-Kate Olsen was battling an eating disorder, adding a layer of delicacy to the conversation. Sensing the opportunity to address these speculations head-on, Oprah posed a question that left the sisters visibly uncomfortable. She asked, "What size are you, by the way?" inquiring about their clothing size.
What size are you, by the way?
Size?
Yeah, I always like to know.
I'm really sure.
You're not sure?
Girls and, you know.
That's so interesting.
Ashley Olsen, ever composed, responded with a measured tone, highlighting the scrutiny they face as public figures. She acknowledged the inevitability of people writing what they want, regardless of the truth. However, before she could finish her response, Oprah interrupted her, pushing for a direct answer to her size-related question. The discomfort in the room was palpable, and the twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley, found themselves on the spot, unsure how to navigate this unexpected line of inquiry. Ashley, taken aback, responded with a bewildered, "Size?" The twins, attempting to downplay the importance of their physical appearance, both insisted they were petite. Oprah, seizing the opportunity for a lighthearted moment, jokingly expressed her fascination with size and the twins' nonchalant response. The studio audience responded with laughter, but the discomfort remained apparent. Mary-Kate chimed in, emphasizing that their focus was not on their size and remarking that their story would be different if they were indeed fixated on such matters. As the clip resurfaced on TikTok, viewers quickly took notice of the uncomfortable nature of the interview. Many expressed their concerns and criticisms, questioning the appropriateness of Oprah's line of questioning and the potential insensitivity in light of Mary-Kate's rumored battle with an eating disorder. "I know we're living in different times, but how did they think that was okay? Because they're young," read one comment. Ashley answering for MK because she knew she was uncomfortable, another user pointed out. Another event that raised eyebrows and generated gossip was the establishment of Oprah's school in South Africa. In 2007, Oprah opened the Leadership Academy for Girls, inspired by Nelson Mandela and her promise to him. Little did anyone know that this venture would become a hotbed of controversy, stirring up whispers and skepticism from day one. As soon as news broke about Oprah's ambitious project, the South African government wasted no time in expressing their disdain. They criticized the exorbitant cost of the school and questioned its relevance in a country plagued by poverty. But did Oprah let that deter her? Not a chance. With an air of grandiosity and a touch of arrogance, she forged ahead, creating a glitzy institution that boasted luxurious salons and extravagant gyms. And that's when the conspiracy theories began to take flight. Whispers spread like wildfire, with many suggesting that the lavish school served as a front for something much darker: illegal human trade. The opulence and extravagance raised eyebrows and fueled suspicions that innocent young girls were being for a life of exploitation. While no concrete evidence ever surfaced to support these scandalous claims, it's impossible to deny that the whispers added a layer of intrigue and suspicion to the already controversial academy. But it didn't stop there. Scandals and controversies soon plagued the institution, exposing a dark and seedy underbelly that Oprah had fought so hard to keep hidden. One shocking incident involved an employee named Virginia, whose role involved overseeing the dormitories. It was discovered that she had engaged in highly inappropriate conduct with not one, but multiple students between the ages of 13 and 15. Can you imagine the shock and horror that swept through the nation when this scandalous revelation came to light? These vulnerable young girls, handpicked by Oprah herself, fell victim to the very person entrusted with their care. It was a stain on Oprah's reputation and a disturbing reflection of the Academy's inner workings. Desperate to salvage her image and protect the brand she had built, Oprah swooped in with a team of investigators to uncover the truth. 6 brave girls came forward, mustering the courage to share their traumatic experiences. Yet, to the dismay of many, Virginia was shockingly cleared of all charges, leaving the public questioning the fairness and efficacy of the justice system. The scandal reached new heights, casting doubt not only on the credibility of Oprah's venture, but also on the integrity of the entire South African education system. But the darkness didn't dissipate with Virginia's scandal. Less than 2 years later, another controversy erupted within the walls of Oprah's Academy. Disturbing revelations emerged, shedding light on a culture of violence and intimidation among the students. It was revealed that a 15-year-old girl had been pressuring victims into silence, coercing them not to report the physical altercations to their parents or authorities. Shockingly, 7 students were suspended for their involvement in intimidating behavior and inappropriate acts. A letter sent to one parent detailed accusations of intimate physical contact, harassment, bullying, and deceit. Despite Oprah's attempts to address these issues, it seemed that the problems were deeply ingrained within the Academy's very foundation. Aside from the school controversies, Oprah's associations with controversial figures have also fueled gossip and criticism. One such association is her friendship with Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced film producer who faced numerous SA and harassment allegations. Despite Weinstein's long-standing reputation as a predator, Oprah maintained a close relationship with him. Speculation arose that she may have even encouraged actresses to work with him, leading to accusations of her complicity in the alleged misconduct. These allegations conflicted with Oprah's public persona as a champion of women's empowerment and a supporter of the #MeToo movement. Some argued that her association with Weinstein demonstrated a double standard in her treatment of accused individuals. If you think you've heard the worst, brace yourselves for the shocking truth behind one of Oprah's most notorious moves: her decision to feature the self-proclaimed healer and criminal extraordinaire, John of God, on her show. Picture this: a Brazilian healer who claims to possess spiritual powers and uses them to purportedly heal people. Sounds like something out of a Hollywood movie, right? Well, in this case, reality turned out to be even stranger than fiction. John of God, as he came to be known, managed a healing facility in Brazil, where vulnerable individuals sought solace and spiritual guidance. Little did they know that the man they were entrusting their well-being to had a dark and sinister side. It wasn't long before the truth about John of God's criminal activities came to light. Reports of SA and AB began to emerge, painting a chilling portrait of a man who shamelessly took advantage of those who sought his help. One particular incident sent shockwaves through the public. A woman who had visited John of God's Center for Healing found herself subjected to the most heinous act imaginable during a private consultation. It's enough to make your skin crawl just thinking about it. But what's truly mind-boggling is the role that Oprah played in catapulting John of God into the limelight. By featuring him on her show, she bestowed upon him a stamp of legitimacy, giving him access to a wider audience and inadvertently endorsing his criminal behavior. It's almost inconceivable that someone as influential and respected as Oprah could be so blind to the true nature of this charlatan. Was it naivety or a calculated move? Only those privy to the inner workings of Oprah's world can truly know. This eyebrow-raising incident took place back in 2010 during one of Oprah's attention-grabbing segments titled, "Do You Believe in Miracles?" Little did her audience know that the miracle they were about to witness was the rise of a criminal under the guise of a spiritual healer. It's a testament to Oprah's unparalleled ability to captivate and sway her viewers that she managed to give John of God a platform, despite the unspeakable acts he would later be accused of. Anyway, while Oprah did attempt to salvage her reputation by expressing empathy towards the brave women who came forward with allegations against John of God, it's clear that her involvement had already left an indelible mark. The damage had been done, and the sinister connection between Oprah and this criminal healer would forever be etched in the annals of scandalous history. But if you think her alleged endorsement of John of God was bad, then you probably haven't heard of how the TV host allegedly protected Harvey Weinstein. You see, Oprah and Harvey were friends for over 2 decades. A lot of people use the argument that she didn't know about what he was doing, but that's impossible because everyone's known about Harvey Weinstein's reputation ever since the 90s. If you guys don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, he is a major film producer who is pretty much the face of the Me Too movement because he was called out by a bunch of different actresses. He violated them when he was getting canceled and exposed for everything that he has done. Oprah allegedly called him and offered her support, even though Oprah's team denies this. Many fans believe the claims because Oprah has been close with Harvey, and she has shown him some sympathy over time, even though he is a disgusting man and he deserves to rot in jail. But it's hard to understand why Oprah wanted to be best friends with someone like Harvey Weinstein. They had a very warm friendship, and the photos show. Some people actually believe that Oprah convinced some actresses to hook up with Harvey Weinstein. In fact, Rose McGowan tweeted out, "I'm glad more people are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't." Oprah has attempted to speak out on Harvey Weinstein, but she never really gets to the point, and you can tell that she's trying to protect him.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And so I think this is a watershed moment.
In any case, aside from endorsing controversial figures and starting questionable schools, Oprah has also partnered with some elites in Hollywood to destroy careers of hardworking celebs. And one such elite is Tyler Perry. While Tyler has attempted to disassociate himself from the allegations swirling around Oprah, he has faced his fair share of scandals throughout his career. Whispers in the industry suggest a range of accusations, from pressuring actors into accepting gay roles against their will to alleged instances of poor working conditions on his productions. These eyebrow-raising controversies have led some to question Perry's ethical standards and his treatment of the cast and crew involved in his projects. One particular incident that raised eyebrows was the Monique scandal. The talented actress took to the stage and publicly criticized both Tyler Perry and Oprah for offering her a lowball contract during negotiations for a film. The drama unfolded during Monique's comedy special at Harlem's Apollo Theater in New York, where she pointed the finger at Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey, accusing them of shutting her out of Hollywood and sabotaging her chances of securing further work after her outstanding performance in the 2009 film Precious. According to Monique, Perry and Oprah allegedly perpetuated the notion that she was difficult to work with, damaging her professional reputation. In response to Monique's scathing remarks, Tyler Perry sat down for an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, addressing the issue of racism in Hollywood. While he expressed some support for Oprah Winfrey during the conversation, it was evident that he was carefully navigating the situation. Interestingly, Tyler Perry once revealed that Oprah had given him advice on managing his finances, urging him to keep a close eye on his money. This tidbit suggests a close relationship between the two, indicating that Tyler had been open to Oprah's guidance. However, now that things have taken a chaotic turn for the talk show host, it seems Tyler is trying to distance himself from her. Anyway, in addition to all this, Oprah has also been accused of allegedly misusing her charity platforms. You see, following the recent Maui fire, Oprah and Dwayne Johnson took to social media to mobilize their fans to send financial support for the cause. At the time, Oprah probably thought that members of the public would praise them for their philanthropic endeavors. However, she was in for a rude shock. The fallout from the video was nothing short of spectacular. Fans and critics alike found themselves in a state of disbelief, claiming that it was unrealistic for two individuals of such immense wealth and stature to be appealing to the common folk for financial support. Some would argue that it's akin to asking a bird for flying lessons. Social media users were quick to point out the stark contrast between these celebrities' luxurious lifestyles and the financial struggles of everyday people. One person took to Twitter and said,
"Please don't tell me I just saw a billionaire standing next to a multi-millionaire begging the average everyday citizen for donations that can barely get by."
The situation got so bad that Dwayne Johnson was forced to address it when he graced the Pat McAfee show with his presence, a live broadcast emanating from the College Game Day event in scenic Boulder, Colorado. In his own words, Johnson shed light on the inception and the noble mission behind this project.
The idea was, let's put this fund together. Let's create a fund where the money will go directly into their hands. Right now, it's a thing that people need.
This fund, he explained, aimed to provide direct financial assistance to those who had suffered immeasurable losses in the devastating Maui wildfires. The urgency of the situation and the dire need for immediate support prompted Johnson to contribute a substantial amount from his personal wealth. Johnson also touched upon the distinctive aspect of the People's Fund of Maui, emphasizing how it diverged from traditional charitable models. We've changed the game with this, the People's Fund of Maui, because never before has the fund been made. You remove the red tape. The money's not going through 15 different organizations. It goes directly to the people. They'll start getting their money next week, which is awesome. The innovation here was the elimination of bureaucratic obstacles that typically hinder the swift distribution of funds in charitable initiatives. This direct approach promised a rapid deployment of financial aid to those in dire need, beginning within the week. However, Johnson didn't solely focus on the positive aspects of his charitable endeavor. He recognized and openly addressed the criticism that had arisen concerning his promotional efforts for the People's Fund of Maui. He acknowledged his error, speaking candidly on the Pat McAfee show. His humility and relatability shone through as he admitted that he had, at times, struggled financially just like many others. Johnson demonstrated empathy for those who questioned the approach taken in promoting the fund. In a remarkable display of accountability and the willingness to learn from his missteps, Johnson outlined how he should have communicated the initiative differently. "I could have communicated that message a lot better. What I should have said was, all right, guys, we got a People's Fund of Maui. We're all heartbroken, devastated. Millions of dollars here I'm donating. That's going to go directly into the people's hands. I appreciate all the love, all the support, and all the prayers. Keep it coming." But again, at the end of the day, I totally get it. It was my accountability, and I'll be better next time. His words reflected a commitment to growth and an understanding that effective communication was key to navigating sensitive issues, particularly when dealing with the emotions and concerns of the public. Johnson concluded by expressing his appreciation for the honesty and forthrightness of his supporters and critics alike. "This is what I love about you guys. If you love something, you tell your boy. If you hate it, you tell your boy." And that's what they were doing, so I totally get it. Meanwhile, Oprah also responded to the criticism. In her first comments addressing the backlash surrounding the People's Fund, Oprah Winfrey found herself at the center of a storm of controversy. She admitted that initially, she believed the substantial $10 million sum she and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had committed to the cause would be sufficient. In her own words, she equated such a generous donation at a fundraiser to a good night that typically brings an event to a successful close. Reflecting upon the turbulent aftermath, Winfrey revealed her initial excitement and subsequent shock when she woke up to a deluge of criticism. She opened up about her experience during an appearance on CBS Mornings, expressing her bewilderment at the vitriol she had encountered online. In her own words, she described feeling terrorized and vilified, a stark contrast to her usually unflappable public image.
Well, this is a really great point about being happier in the midst of an onslaught of being terrorized and vilified online.
In an introspective moment during the episode, Oprah delved deeper into the personal impact of the backlash. She pondered the possibility of not truly knowing herself, despite her monumental achievements in the world of media and philanthropy. Oprah mused on the idea that she is the master of her own destiny and the captain of her own soul, emphasizing how the onslaught of criticism had the potential to take one down. She referred to the backlash as attacks, lies, and conspiracy theories, highlighting the immense toll it had taken on her. Throughout the CBS Mornings episode, Oprah expressed her regret that the uproar over her actions had, in her perception, shifted the focus away from the real heart of the matter, the people of Maui who were in dire need.
Lies, conspiracy theories really took the focus off of what was the most important thing, and that was the people of Maui.
Fans didn't miss the contrast of how Johnson openly acknowledged his mistakes and displayed a genuine sense of accountability, while Oprah's response was tinged with an air of self-victimization. Unlike Dwayne, who appeared to be genuinely remorseful for his actions, Oprah's comments on feeling terrorized and vilified, and the reference to being the master of her own faith and captain of her soul, have led some to question her sincerity. In any case, despite all the allegations made against Oprah, the TV host has managed to accumulate quite the wealth for herself. Oprah Winfrey's journey into the world of real estate has been a captivating and ever-evolving story that has unfolded throughout her illustrious life and career. Renowned as a savvy investor in the industry, she has been dubbed a tycoon, and as of 2022, her real estate holdings are estimated to be valued at around $127 million. As Oprah's talk show was taking its initial steps, her foray into real estate began in 1985 with the acquisition of a condominium in Chicago's watershed Water Tower Place. Over the years, she expanded her foothold by purchasing adjoining and lower-level condos in 1992, 1993, and 1994. Seeking a weekend retreat, in 1988, Oprah invested in a sprawling 164-acre property in Rolling Prairie, Indiana, complete with main and guest residences, an orchard, and stables. The year 1992 saw Oprah broaden her real estate horizons with the acquisition of an 80-acre compound in Telluride, Colorado, which she later sold around the turn of the millennium. Further diversifying her portfolio, she secured a residence at the Four Seasons Hotel Chicago in 1994. Between 1996 and 2000, Oprah added 5 condos in different developments on Fisher Island, Florida, to her collection. In 2000, through her Chicago-based LLC Overground Railroad, she extended her generosity to her friend Gayle King by purchasing an estate in Greenwich, Connecticut. Oprah's residential landscape continued to evolve, culminating in 2001 with the sale of her Fisher Island condos and the acquisition of what she fondly calls her main home base, or the Promised Land, a 42-acre estate with ocean and mountain views in Montecito, California, where she resides to this day. The year 2001 also witnessed Oprah's benevolent spirit as she purchased homes in Elmwood Park, Illinois, and Merrillville, Indiana, for other family members and friends. In 2002, she acquired her father's home in Franklin, Tennessee, and a lakefront condo in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. However, her compound in Rolling Prairie, Indiana, was listed in 2003 and subsequently sold in 2004. The period from 2003 to 2005 marked Oprah's expansion into new territories, with several property acquisitions totaling 163 acres in Kula and Hana, Hawaii, as well as a penthouse apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2005, she added a residence in Douglasville, Georgia, to her portfolio, a property that she later gifted to a family member in 2011. In 2006, Oprah made a significant move by purchasing a co-op apartment along Lakeshore Drive in downtown Chicago, initially intending to make it her permanent residence during the duration of her show. However, for reasons unknown, the property remained unused until its sale in 2012. In 2008, she sold her penthouse apartment in Atlanta and also listed Gayle King's estate. That same year, Oprah, through her second LLC, Sophie's Penthouse, acquired a penthouse apartment in Midtown Manhattan, New York City, which was later sold in 2012. In 2014, Oprah listed her combined unit Chicago duplex for sale, signaling a shift in her real estate holdings. Later that year, she returned to Telluride, Colorado, purchasing a 60-acre lot with plans for development. Legal challenges arose in the form of a lawsuit filed against her, which was eventually dismissed in the same year. Oprah's real estate story continued to unfold in 2015 with the acquisition of another property in Telluride and the expansion of her Montecito compound. Later that year, she sold both of her downtown Chicago homes. In 2018, Oprah added to her holdings by obtaining 2 adjoining parcels of land totaling 23 acres on Orcas Island, Washington, including the Madron Eagle compound. The following year, she expanded her Montecito home base compound to 70 contiguous acres. The ever-expanding narrative of Oprah's real estate ventures took an interesting turn in 2021, with the sale of her Orcas Island compound and the acquisition of another Montecito compound, which she later split into properties sold to her property manager, Bob Green, and actress Jennifer Aniston in 2022. Not one to rest on her laurels, Oprah continued her real estate endeavors in 2023 with the purchase of 870 acres of land in Maui for $6.6 million, further solidifying her status as a prominent figure in the world of real estate. In any case, given Oprah's sprawling real estate empire, one might naturally assume she's a leading contender for the title of the most generous benefactor on the planet. Yet, as the gossip mill would have it, the truth might be stranger than fiction. Remember the old adage about wishes and horses? Well, let's just say Oprah's charitable streak might not be as extravagant as her impressive property portfolio. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.